You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN. A beautiful Sunday afternoon in Houston. And this afternoon, a first ever meeting. The Houston Cougars host the Grambling Lady Tigers. Welcome inside Fertitta Center. I'm Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams. Lemont, great to be with you. We have a great matchup today. Houston forces the second most turnovers in the country, 33 per game. And Grambling coming off one of its best wins in recent memory, beating Arizona State on Thursday.
Yeah, you got the Grambling State Tigers out of the SWAC conference coming into a hostile environment playing against a top-rated defense in the University of Houston Cougars right now. You got to be excited to hear the crowd and be able to be excited for this game this Sunday afternoon.
She scored 23 points in the win against Arizona State, including 7 3-pointers, and she'll look to repeat that this afternoon against the Cougars. It's Demaya Young.
Yeah, Demaya Young, the sophomore shooting guard on the Manor, Texas, at 5'10", scored 23 points with 7 from 11 from the three-point range, and had one of her best games against the Pac-12 team in upsetting Arizona State at home early this week.
Houston brings back a lot of experience, but it's a freshman from up the road who's really the talk of the team. It's Kiera Merchant.
And man, I really like Kiera Merchant, the freshman guard of Spring, Texas, scoring 19 points, bring that much-needed energy off the bench, offensively for the Cougars, and she's going to be able to step up huge because Coach Huey's going to depend on this freshman early in the first half.
Four-star recruit has emerged as a big-time scorer off the bench for Coach Huey and his staff. Here are Lemont Williams' keys to the game.
Starting with the Grambling State Tigers, you want to limit your turnovers against a very pressure and hard-nosed defense early on against the Cougars, but you want to stay efficient from deep downtown. They love to shoot the three early and often. If you're the Cougars, you want to continue to bring that pressure, as I stated earlier, full court, man, baseline to baseline, but you want to improve your rebounding here in the first half. Coach Huey wants to be a rebounding team. It starts here in a few minutes.
Improving rebounding, that's one of the keys for the Cougars. Locked in against the Lady Tigers, Grambling averages 21 offensive rebounds a game, 6th most in the country. Grambling State, 3-point win over Arizona State. Really good from beyond the 3-point line. Demaya Young was 7 of 11 from deep. Jasmine Jackson hit all 5 of her threes. And they'll try to continue that today inside Fertitta Center. Brant against Cougars with a tip and first possession for the Lady Tigers.
Man, early on, you want to watch the Tigers, and right there, they committed to their first turnover. I want to see how they're going to space out the Cougars defense early on in the season against Air Force. You know, they attack the Cougars defense by spreading them out and attacking the paint.
Turnover, first possession for Grambling State. Here's Layla Blair. Good adjustment. And 2 for Layla Blair.
Layla Blair, the top scorer last year, picking up where she dropped off early on in the season, scoring the first field goal for the Cougars here at home.
Anijah Grant, there's the starting 5. Young, Jackson, McKinney, Carter. Duchine Prien is out today, 1 of 4 out for Grambling. Ran into a blind screen on Thursday. Good defense from Patterson. She blocked the shot, but her heels hit the baseline, so it's Grambling State ball.
Yeah, Patterson has improved as a player overall. Coach Huey has talked about her being her rock for this team this season. We just saw it on the last play, man. Her moving her feet, playing some really good defense. Unfortunately, she was standing on the baseline to give the ball back to Grambling State.
Jordan Carter inbounds. Into Jasmine Jackson. Jackson's from Aubrey, Texas. And a foul underneath. And it's called upon Jaysira Diawara, the senior transfer from Clarendon College. First on Diawara. Carter to inbound, 5th-year senior, transfer from North Texas. Good defense again, Cam Jones combining there with Nia Boyd. Out to Patterson, a deep 2. Tough rebound inside from Anijah Grant.
Good hustle back there by the Tigers. We want to be able to recover defensively, going against a very good team in the Houston Cougars right now. You can't fall asleep defensively. The Tigers doing a really good job. Despite not getting off to a good start offensively, they're recovering defensively and putting some pressure on the Cougars offense.
Good close out there from Bria Patterson. Jasmine Jackson missed the three. Again, she was 5 for 5 in the win against ASU on Thursday. Blair, a deep three. Good hustling rebound there from Jordan Carter. Straightaway three off the mark. Offensive rebound and put back to Anijah Grant again. 21 offensive rebounds per game for these Grambling Lady Tigers.
And right now, it seems like Grambling's not afraid to attack the Cougars defensively. And that's what you want to see from the Grambling State Tigers, to be aggressive and play hard on the offensive side. But here comes Layla Blair with her first three-pointer here this afternoon.
Blair hits another three. A steal in the backcourt. Cam Jones from 15 feet. And the rebound pulled in by Brenda McKinney. And Blair averaging 21.5 points per game in Houston's first two wins. They're tough on the offensive glass. We see Anijah Grant fighting for that possession arrow with Houston as we see the entry of Logan McNeil for her first minutes. And Diawara goes to the bench for Houston.
Matt, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Grant, the 6'2" grad student out of Orlando, Florida. She's not afraid to attack the boards and going against the Cougars down low. You know, the Cougars struggle as far as rebounding, and Coach Huey talks about it. She's been preaching improving the rebounding. Well, Grant has taken notice of that and attacking the boards there for Grambling State early in this first quarter.
Blair missed the corner three. It's knocked out by Grambling. And it's Houston ball. Nia Boyd to inbound. Senior transfer from UTEP. From Mesquite, Texas. Went to Warren High School. Back for Boyd. Good box out there from Brenda McKinney for Grambling State. McKinney was recruited for 3 years at Chipola College in Florida. There's a reach-in foul there on Cam Jones. At Chipola Junior College, about an hour 45 drive from Troy, Alabama. There's an inbounds, and Patterson recovers for the block against Ariana Mosley.
Patterson is playing strong down low. You can see the improvement from last year to this year. Watch this replay here. She says, "Get it out of here," as he blocks it from the backside as Grambling tries to attack the rim.
Inbound here to Jackson. She missed it from the free throw line. Blair grabs the rebound. Boys open, but there's an offensive foul on Logan McNeil. No argument from her as she runs into Jordan Carter.
And right now it feels like Cougars playing out of sync offensively, especially in the half-court set. With Coach Huey, you got to be a little concerned. You know, we saw this early on in the season against Air Force. The Cougars came out in their home opener. Nerves was all rattled, and it took a while for them to get settled down against the Air Force. It seems to me right now, that's kind of what I'm seeing from the Cougars offensively in the half-court set. Only one is really producing and seems like they're ready to play is Layla Blair.
Officials working it out. And here comes the inbounds of Brenda McKinney. Thrown into Grant. Guarded by McNeil. Grant feeling the pressure. Into Demaya Young. Good defense from Houston. Carter left it long. Tough rebound inside. Boy, she has long arms and a good motor. Brenda McKinney, another offensive rebound.
I tell you one thing, Matt, McKinney is balling early on in this first quarter. She's attacking the basket. Look at here. Missed opportunity, but here comes McKinney giving up her body, going for the rebound, but also drawing the foul against the Cougars.
McKinney to the free throw line. As we see Courtney Simmons in her first season at Grambling, she told us they recruited her for 3 years. She watched her get better and better. They like to recruit winners. Kinney had a displaced family situation as she misses the first. Moved to Pensacola, went to Chipola College. One of 7 children, Brenna McKinney. Part of the recruiting pitch was when you have a bad game, who's there? Who calls you after the game? That's me. And eventually, Courtney Simmons gets her to come to Grambling. Gord on the 3. Rebound here for Jordan Carter after the miss from Boyd. Young hits the 3. She made 7 on Thursday against Arizona State. And she makes her first here, and we're tied at 5.
Man, I'm telling you, the Tigers coming to compete. I think that victory over Arizona State at home has given them the confidence that they need. Here's another steal. Oh, recovered by the Cougars.
Patterson tries the deep 2. Again, that's the shot Coach Huey doesn't want. They don't want the mid-range for Bria Patterson. They want her to take threes and to get to the paint.
Good trap there by the Cougars. Can they get a steal? They got it.
Anya J out to Patterson. And she makes the layup.
And Matt, that's what you want to see. You want to see this from the Cougars defense. Points off turnovers. You want to be able to put the pressure on the Tigers, but also score points off turnovers. And back-to-back turnovers there for the Cougars to be able to get it. Now they earn an opportunity for some more points at the free throw line.
Aaliyah Johnson with the steal. She's fouled here by Demaya Young.
Just a bad pass inbounding there by the Tigers. Recovered by the Cougars, attacking the rim. You always want to go aggressive to the basket to be able to force the officials to call the foul. Good job there by the Cougars.
Aaliyah Johnson, transfer from Pitt. We talked with Coach Huey about Johnson. She comes from Columbus, Ohio. And not many players from Ohio have been recruited by Coach Huey over the years, but he likes the fit. And her high school played a pressing system similar to what the Houston Cougars play, so he always kept an eye on her. And then when she went to the transfer portal, he swooped in, and now she is getting steals like she just did in that press she ran in high school.
Yeah, it's amazing how things work out. You know, you end up with one school, but eventually you come to the school that really wants you. And Coach Huey speaks highly of Johnson and said that she knows his style of play, knowing that the fact they're a press team each and every time, it makes the recruiting as well as the fit a good fit for the team overall.
Another steal for the Cougars. Missed layup there from Anya J. The initial steal was from Peyton McFarland. Anya J harassing in the backcourt. Relentless pressure from the Cougars here in the first 5 minutes.
And to be honest with you, Matt, I think the Tigers are adjusting to this pressure early on. Let's see if they can keep up with the pace, though, against the Cougars' pressure defense throughout this first half.
And a touch foul there. Called on Aaliyah Johnson. As Courtney Simmons in her first year at Grambling. Spent the last decade as an assistant coach and recruiting coordinator at Troy University. Great success for the Troy Trojans. Simmons and her staff. 5 Sun Belt championships, 6 postseasons, 3 NCAA tournaments. Young back to the line. She's in her second year after transferring from Little Rock. We saw her breakout game as we see Coach Huey lead on. It was surprising, 23 points against ASU. She played 39 total minutes last year across 11 games.
That means that she has the ability to stay in the game as far as the stamina and to be able to compete. You want to see that if you're the head coach for Grambling State. Who can you rely on and depend on each and every night? Right now, Young is stepping up huge early in this season for the Grambling State Tigers offense.
Some zone here for Grambling. Anya J. This is the mid-range. Blair grabs the offensive rebound. Aaliyah Johnson checks her feet and hits the 3.
Great shot there by Johnson. She was able to square up her shoulders, set her feet, but knock down the outside three-pointer for the Cougars before this timeout.
Immediate timeout in the first quarter. Houston's up 5.
You may not call yourself a superhero.
Before the game said, hey, please don't go too hard on us, right? Take it easy. They both have 2 big personalities. They're going to have some fun facing each other today.
Thank you, Abby. Good stuff. Great conversations with both. They're cut from the same cloth, Limon. And
Yeah.
it was great to talk with Courtney just a few hours after they beat Arizona State. It was Friday morning. She was flying high. And she talked about the attention now for players like Demaya Young after that. There's another offensive rebound and putback, and just trying to turn that win into Arizona State into not just a one-off, the new standard for Grambling Lady Tiger basketball.
Yeah, that's a difference maker. You can win a game like that against Arizona State at home, can change the whole outlook of your season as well as the program as far as recruiting too. Good move there down low. Hustle there by, was that Johnson?
Aaliyah Johnson, offensive rebound and putback plus a foul after the Anya J mix.
Watch Johnson right here. Anya J misses the shot off the glass. Here comes Miss Johnson coming in, grabbing the rebound strong and putting it back up for the Cougars. She's their workhorse thus far here in this first quarter, and she's showing you why, because she can grab the rebound and put it back for the Houston Cougars.
Aaliyah Johnson, again, the high school where she came up in, plays similar press as Houston. It's in Ohio. Afrocentric early college. They win a lot of state titles in Ohio. And here's Grambling breaking the press. An easy layup for Demaya Young.
I tell you one thing, Matt. Again, the Tigers is trying to match this energy, the pressure that they're feeling from the Cougars. They're not afraid of it. We talked about that upset against Arizona State. Again, that confidence is transitioning over here in Houston, because right now the Tigers are attacking the Cougars in transition play.
Layla Blair hits a three. Or hits a two, I should say. 7 points for Blair. Johnson has 8. And a turnover. Blair and Johnson have combined for 15 of Houston's 17 points in this first quarter.
It's been a 1-2 punch, against the Tigers defense. It has been Blair as well as Johnson inside out. Blair's doing a really good job shooting from outside, and Johnson attacking the basket, grabbing the rebounds and putting it back, and then giving opportunities at the free throw line as well.
Amanda Blake called for the foul. Senior transfer from UNC Asheville. Anya J forced the three. Johnson gets another offensive rebound. She'll go back to the line. She has been a force. Johnson's played only 3 minutes. She has 8 points. She has 3 boards. She'll go back to the free throw line. She also has a steal.
She's at the right place at the right time, Matt, and it feels like her teammates are feeding her the basketball. Give credit to Layla Blair, tipping the ball back to Johnson. As Johnson gets the basketball, she goes directly to the hoop and draws the foul.
Second leading scorer for Pitt last year. More of a shooter than a driver, according to Coach Huey. Still dealing with some shin soreness. You never know it by her showing so far today.
At all. You don't see it at all. And what we do see is her aggressiveness and taking, the Cougars team by, taking the lead and being able to give them an offensive spark, what they was lacking early on in the first quarter. Nice steal by Cam.
Another steal for Cam Jones.
You got to finish strong with your Cam, though.
And a travel underneath. And some frustration here for Grambling. Brenda McKinney talking to her teammates. And this is what we saw against Sam Houston. Sam Houston had 29 turnovers in the first half against Houston. Many of those were self-inflicted. Some of them were steals, but oftentimes it was traveling, stepping out of bounds, things that were just part of a team that was sped up against this Houston pressure.
And that's exactly what it is pressure. Pressure sometimes make you fold. Good shot there by Anya J. First three-pointer, much-needed three-pointer by Anya J, too, in the Cougars offense.
Anya J has been shooting quite a bit here in the first few minutes. She hits that three.
Watch here the replay. Anya J squares up with the follow-through, knocking down her first 3 ball here in Houston for the Cougars. Good shot there by Anya J, and she celebrates with Layla Blair.
Johnson makes the first. Anya J had missed her first 4 shots before that make. Coach Huey said that Johnson's been gimpy in practice due to those shin soreness. The AA coach from Aaliyah Johnson told Coach Huey he might be leaving Pitt.
Nice.
There's a 5-second count. And that's now 4 turnovers from Grambling in the last minute.
Unbelievable pressure here by the Houston Cougars as we go into timeout. Coach talked about he wants his team to dominate. Well, they're dominating right now. Coach Huey has to be happy with what he's seeing from his team defensively.
The 9-0 run. The last 41 seconds for Houston, very similar to what we saw against Sam Houston on Tuesday. 29 turnovers for the Bearcats. They really righted the ship in the second half, but it's becoming a regular expectation now for Houston. Their coach Huey now in his 10th season. Pressure, and it's really simple to understand. One of their mottos is 94 feet at 100% for 40 minutes. So they're applying that. It doesn't matter what the score is. They're going to go full court press no matter if they're up by 2 or up by 20.
And that's the mindset, right? You know, the coach talks about they eat what they kill. And they're right now, so far early in this season, they're killing a lot of teams ranked second in the country right now in steals. They want to steal the ball early and often and want to put pressure. He puts you in a hostile environment, especially when they're playing at home.
Blair inbounds. Johnson getting extended run in this first quarter. Anya J inside. Peyton McFarland turns around, missed it. There's a loose ball foul underneath. That's on Brendan McKinney.
McKinney's looking for explanation right now from the official. She thought, as we watch here in this replay, shot up there. McKinney comes in from the right side, called for the foul.
Second foul on McKinney. She goes to the bench. 2 fouls in 6 minutes. And she's replaced by Evajon Harris, senior from the Bronx. Patterson misses the first. One of 2 there for Bria Patterson.
Watch the backside trap here by the Cougars. There it is.
Tie up. Anya J forces the tie up.
You see Coach Huey right there excited to see his defense as he congratulates Anya J as she goes to the bench. And the backside pressure, you always want to be able to watch that if you're the Tigers, knowing that someone will come back from the backside and try to trap you to force a jump ball situation.
Thrown in. Caught here by Jordan Carter. Carter throws it out. Jackson missed the 3. Blair grabs the rebound. Tanaya Boyd. Boyd misses from 15 feet.
Yeah, right now, Boyd is struggling offensively from the outside shooting right now for the Cougars. She cannot find her shot here. To me, I feel like if she would have went to the basket and tried to draw a foul, that probably would have worked best for her to get offensively in the groove. But she's relying too much on the jump shot right now, man. It's not working for her.
Good work inside. Anaisha Grant played at Tulane in her first season.
One thing I'm noticing, Matt, also with the Grambling State Tigers, that their bigs can handle the basketball very well in space, which is helping them in transitional play.
Soft hands from Peyton McFarland. Great pass from Bria Patterson.
Yeah, McFarland had great position down low there. Once she received the basketball, all she had to do was keep the ball above her shoulders and finish strong for the Cougars. That's what you want to see if you're Coach Huey. You do not want to see your bigs putting the ball on the floor, but finishing strong around the rim.
Nice finish. Diavian Harris grabbed her own miss and scored. She went to Sullivan Community College. The senior center into the game after the foul trouble for Brendan McKinney for the Lady Tigers. Reach-in foul there.
Tigers switched up their defense, going from a man-press defense to the 2-3 zone. Hopefully this can slow down the Cougars in the half-court set, Matt, right now before we go into the second quarter.
Really good minutes for Malia Johnson. She goes to the bench with 12 points and 2 rebounds in 5 minutes off the bench.
Yeah, she was really working in this first quarter. Really brought that offensive spark, much needed offensive spark that the Cougar was lacking. Layla Blair set the table early on offensively, but then Miss Johnson really stepped up huge for the Cougars. If you're Coach Hugh, you got to like what you see from Johnson. You get her on the sideline, get a quick break, but you got to get her back in early in the second quarter.
Patterson makes both. Houston excellent from the line today. 10 of 11 from the stripe in this first quarter. Kick out to Jackson, who hits the 3.
There it is. Again, the Tigers is not afraid to attack the Cougars once they get the ball inbound and get set. Carter was able to push it down the middle, but she finds her teammate wide open and Miss Jackson for the 3-pointer.
Missed 3 from Blair. Merchant chasing down the rebound. It's Houston ball. First minutes off the bench for our featured player in our show open, Kira Merchant, out of Westfield High School in spring. Has been also in her first 2 collegiate games.
Really like Merchant. I like what I've been seeing out early on in the season from her. She comes in with a lot of poise, and she has a lot of patience offensively. Coach said that she's still developing as a defender, but offensively, we know she can put up some good shots and attack the basket for the Cougars early on in the season. She had 19 points last game.
Blair working off a screen, missed the 3. Blair pressuring the entry pass, and it's out of the hands of Jackson. 11 turnovers now for the Lady Tigers here in the first quarter.
And that's their Achilles heel, Matt, so far as their turnovers. If they can minimize the turnovers, we had that as one of the keys for them to victory on the road. If they can minimize the turnovers going into the second quarter, they can find their way back into this game to be very competitive against the Cougars.
Jackson is fouled. Blair is fouled by Jackson. First foul on Jasmine Jackson.
I just love how Layla Blair baits the defender in each and every time, knowing that she can beat some of the best defenders off the ball, one-on-one situations. She baits the defenders each and every time, give them a chance to reach in, and once they reach in, she has them. Be able to draw the foul and get an opportunity at the free throw line, despite missing the first free throw.
Very good free throw shooter, but she misses the first. She went to Waller High School, northwest of Houston on Highway 290, set the Waller single game record, scoring 60 points in a single game during her high school career. Inbounded to Jackson. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson peeking at the clock. A deep 2. Short. A good quarter for the Houston Cougars. They forced 11 turnovers. They score 30 points, and after 10 minutes, a 12-point lead for Houston.
You got to give credit to the Cougars. They find a way to fight through it, even though they got off to a sluggish start offensively. Layla Blair got off last of the offense, but Miss Johnson stepped up huge in that first quarter for the Cougars. I can't wait to see how it plays out here in the second quarter.
Holy cannoli, look at this. It's like a science project. Ordering lunch. Easy for you and me. It can be so difficult for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Are those all different lettuces?
Yes, sir. Brown rice, white rice, or quinoa.
We're gonna need a minute.
Do you have any food allergies?
Well, my teeth are sensitive to cold.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
That'll be 1945. Oh, I'm just paying for my own salad.
My daughter says she works in B2B, where she sells SEO and MRM to CPGs. I don't know how this happened. She was speaking in complete sentences before she was 2, and now she just mumbles all these alphabets. When I call her, she says she can't speak because she needs to check the CTR and an ESM ASAP. I blame myself. Should have been around more.
Parents don't get B2B. LinkedIn does. And helping marketers reach over 70 million decision makers makes LinkedIn the place to be to be.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Pull up.
Set and taking the charge for the Cougars.
Aya Boyd. Diawara, nice finish.
I like that. That first step was awesome there. Beating the defender around the corner and finishing strong for the Cougars. Here comes a steal.
Very nearly a steal there for Nia Boyd at midcourt. Diawara's first 2 points. Native of Mali, transfer from Clarendon College.
Look at this first step right here, getting around the defender, knowing that you have the speed and the ability to finish strong with the basket around the basket. Good job there for the Cougars.
Thrown into Merchant. And she had it pulled right back by Jordan Carter. Carter draws a foul. Good work from Carter to draw the foul.
The Cougars number 10, Brittany Onyete, is her first personal foul. Team's first.
Carter is good enough to go. Good to see that. She was one of those that was in doubt on Friday, according to Coach Shimon. She ran into a flying screen against Arizona State.
Number 23,
but she's able to go. Her teammate, Duke Sheen is not able to go. She had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 points in 18 minutes. So they're missing Duke Sheen, but they do have the services of Jordan Carter. Offensive rebound, Grambling.
Second chance opportunity is huge for the Tigers right now as they try to cut this lead down and get back into this game.
Grambling has 7 offensive boards already in this one. Step back and a miss. Now 8 offensive boards. Whistle blown. Going to reset the shot clock. Overall, it's a 19-11 rebounding edge for Grambling. This might be an ongoing issue all season for Houston. We talked with Coach Huey about rebounding. They're missing Tatiana Hill. She was a 10 rebound per game player. She graduated after 5 seasons. He said everybody has to rebound more. It's not just the likes of Malia Johnson and players like Jayceria Diawara. It's the entire team.
And Matt, let's give credit to the Grambling State Tigers. They're ranked 6th in the country right now in offensive rebounds, and they're showing you why. Continue to get the offensive attack the offensive glass, get the rebounds, and unfortunately they didn't finish strong there, but they've been really good around the basket.
Merchant hits the 3. First shot from the freshman. Continuing where she left off in her first 2 college games.
And man, I know Coach Huey wants her to develop into a better point guard instead of shooting guard, but naturally she's a shooting guard. You can see it in her form. On that last 3-pointer, he had the follow through and they had the arc on the shot as well to be knocking out her first 3-pointer here this afternoon.
number 2, Kara Merchant.
Merchant called for the foul. Here is that feed from Boyd and the finish from Merchant.
Yeah, look at the arc as well as the follow-through on that shot. To me, she's a naturally shooting guard, but I know Coach Huey talked about in our conference call that he wants her to develop into a point guard to help his team out this season.
Out of bounds, Grambling, as Ariana Mosley steps out on the sideline. Coach Huey told us that he loves Kiara Merchant's poise, her ability to be aggressive and make chances for her teammates. Merchant missed that 3. Onyete tapped the rebound. It's pulled in by Anijah Grant for Grambling. Nice read from Cam Jones. He jumps in the passing lane for the run-out layup.
Yeah, excellent job there by Cam Jones. The Tigers trying to go with the high-low look. Cam smelled that from the beginning, was able to anticipate, jump the passing lane, get the steal, and finish strong for the Cougars coast to coast. Watch this here as Cam Jones just jumps right in the passing lane, anticipated that pass, and was able to finish strong for the Cougars. Excellent job there by Cam Jones.
Really put a lot of work in to add the muscle. According to Coach Huey, we've seen her grow year by year physically. Has embraced the nutrition staff and their guidelines. Nice range. Anijah Grant, I'm impressed by her, the transfer from Tulane.
Again, Grant is not afraid to be aggressive offensively. And when she has an opportunity to get a good look at the basket, she can knock down the shot, and she proved that on that last one.
Thrown inside a little bit high, and a little too hot to handle for Peyton McFarland.
And her ability to handle the basketball in space as a big is impressive as well. Grant grabs the rebound, but also here comes the steal.
Boyd Draws contact and finishes.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. If it's Coach Huey right there, your point guard gets the steal and Boyd, but also finish strong. As we look at this replay right here, look at Boyd jumps in and takes the steal, but goes coast, anticipating the contact, was able to focus and finish strong for the Cougars there for and one opportunity at the free throw line.
Nania Boyd, the only true point guard on the team. We talked with Coach Huey about this. He says, you're right. You're playing Kieran Merchant in the point guard position, but she's a true freshman who played point guard in high school. Probably not a true point guard at the college level yet. So Boyd's going to get a lot of playing time, and she has been excellent in the first 3 games.
And as she goes, the team goes. She's going to be their floor general. She has to be able to maintain this pressure, not just offensively, but defensively. As we saw in that last play, she can steal the ball and also go coast to coast and finish strong, get an and one, and hit the free throw for the Cougars. So there's a lot of responsibility being the point guard. You're the quarterback of the team, but also you got to step up big defensively, and Boyd did that in that last series.
Casey Charis inbounds. Here's an Aisha Grant looking for help and pulls it out with Jordan Carter. 31 minutes off the bench Thursday against ASU for Jordan Carter. 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. A foul on Cam Jones, who could not stop Brendan McKinney, who just bull rushed down the paint.
Again, the Tigers want to establish the half-court offense, going with the high-low look. They want to set their bigs at the free throw line and work their way down. And right there, we saw Cam was caught off guard defensively as McKinney goes aggressive to the basket, drawing the foul.
For the Tigers, number 10, Brenda McKinney.
Great story about Brendan McKinney. They wanted to have an official visit to Grambling, and Courtney Simmons, the head coach of Grambling, wanted Brendan McKinney's mom to come and called mom and said, you got to come to the official visit. She says, I can't come, I have to work. So she said, give me your boss's phone number. And she said, okay, you're crazy, but here's the number. Called the boss. The boss says, I can't believe you're asking for her to get a day off, but since you're so crazy, I will give you the day off. She came on the visit, and Brendan McKinney signed with Grambling.
Hey, sometimes you got to do the unorthodox thing to get a recruit to commit to a team, and that tells a lot about the coaching staff. It tells a lot about the character to be able to get the parent, some free time to come to the campus and be able to sign the player. That's a great story.
Blair steps into a 3 and misses. Angaje battling for the rebound. She'll be called for the foul. I'd love to know the boss's reaction. Is everyone okay? Why am I getting a call from Courtney Simmons down the road at Baton Rouge at Grambling State?
Yeah, it's surprising to hear a story like that. I mean, it comes to show you that you do whatever it takes to get a recruit in. That means I got to call your mom's boss to be able to get you freed up to come to visit, and that's what we need to do. A great story.
Here come the Lady Tigers. Boyd knocks it out.
And that's to the Tigers.
Grambling basketball.
She's standing down in the paint waiting on you. About to shoot a jump shot. She's not leaving the paint.
Technical foul. Amalia Johnston.
Wow. Didn't see that one coming. I guess she said something to the official or said something to the player. Got a tech. Coach Huey's doesn't even agree with it. But then again, what coach does is the player gets a tech.
Well, he was right there. He must have heard what she said and what she did. Free throws coming for Grambling. Our crew today, Kyle Bacon, Zach Brost, and Nicole Brennan.
Okay.
A good explanation there from Kyle Bacon. He said, if you touch the ball before an inbounds play, it's an automatic technical.
Gotcha.
And also a warning for breaking the plane. So the rules are the rules, and they were enforced. First free throw is good from Casey Chairs, fifth-year senior, went to Country Day High School in New Orleans. It's her fourth year at Grambling. Today, her 71st career day.
Casey!
Appreciate the officials telling us what the call was for.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought she had said something, but it didn't. We had the backside of her jersey, so we couldn't see her touching the basketball. But yeah, that was a great explanation by the official.
Bears inbounds. A lot of touches for Anijah Grant in this first half. Back to Anijah Grant. 15-point lead, Houston. Good Euro step and finish there from Jordan Carter.
And the reason why you see a lot of touches from Grant, because she spaces out the Cougars defense. She allows the big and McFarland to come out to the key and also spreads out that defense, which allows the guards to be able to penetrate the paint and finish strong like we just saw in the last series for the Tigers.
Patterson misses the three. Tough rebound from Johnson. Put back.
I tell you one thing, man, I'm really liking the effort and the energy out of Miss Johnson, knowing that the ball is going to bounce off the rim. Her anticipation and being right there to get the rebound and put the putback for the Cougars has been outstanding here in this first half.
Johnson with another rebound and the outlet for Nia Boyd. Boyd. Tough finish from a acute angle under the basket.
Yeah, the rebound there by Johnson kicked out to Boyd. Boyd was able to be patient but finished strong for the Cougars, coast to coast. But here comes the Tigers with their coast to coast layup too as well.
Jordan Carter beat everyone down court. She has 5 points.
If you're a fan right now, man, you don't go get any popcorn or soda because you're going to miss something. Because right now, both teams are attacking each other.
Offensive foul on the Cougars. Brought a big reaction from Courtney Simmons and her grand fam.
Yeah, she got to love the energy she's seeing from her team. They've shown a lot of fight and heart here in Houston, Texas. Right now, Grambling State is trying to find a way to get back into this game after this timeout.
I can never remember how to perfectly format my citations.
Just click Get Citation, and you'll have a full citation ready to copy. Always formatted perfectly.
Perfect. I can even show I use Grammarly for paraphrasing.
Use AI tools without compromising your integrity.
Wow. That was fast.
Points off the bench for Malia Johnson. She is not a starter yet, but it might be a hard decision coming up soon.
Yeah, she's earning the opportunity. 14 points, like you said, 7 from 7 from the free throw line, 3 for 3 from the field. She's doing an outstanding job being aggressive around the basket, too.
Burchett with the steal. Patterson came in for the layup. It's knocked out, and it's Houston ball. Houston's protected the ball pretty well. Only 4 turnovers for Houston. They forced 17 turnovers for Grambling. Patterson to Merchant with the teardrop.
Again, she's a natural scorer, and once she penetrates the defense, it's hard to stop her. Merchant realized that the Tigers was in the zone press in the half-court set from the baseline. She was able to come in with the running jumper and knock it down as a freshman for the Cougars.
Johnson grabs the rebound. Her outlet is stolen. And now free throws coming for Anijah Grant, who stole the outlet pass from Malia Johnson.
Again, Matt, Grant is hard to defend because she's a mobile and an athletic big for the Tigers, so she's going to expand and also extend that defense and put you out there in spots that's hard to protect and defend. And right now, with the Cougars having their bigs on the sideline, Grant is trying to take advantage of the smaller lineup and get into the free throw line.
Coach Simmons told us about Anijah Grant. I want to be the top rebounding team in the country, but I need you to score. Worked on her with those pads. She had no confidence trying to score. She said she can now shoot the 15-footer and the free throw, as we see. And their first game, they lost by 20. Her mom came up to Coach Simmons after the game, gave her a big hug. She was crying. And she said, "My baby is happy. She loves to play basketball again. Thank you." That was Anijah Grant's mom talking with Coach Simmons and Grambling.
Yeah, and again, you can see the passion in Grant's performance in this first half. she understands her role for the Tigers this season, especially against the Cougars. So she's going to utilize her skill set to be able to extend that defense, but also aggressively attack them to set up 4 points for the Tigers. But here comes Layla Blair with a nice little layup in. Teardrop jump shot there for the Cougars, getting back into the scoring column.
Blair 10 points on 9 shots, plus 4 rebounds. Jasmine Jackson across court.
Checking into the game for the Cougs number 5, Nia Boyd. She's in.
Bria Patterson to inbound.
Basketball. Checking in for the Tigers number 3.
Ariana Mosley returns. The lone freshman on this Grambling team, Ariana Mosley. And number 3 in the yellow for Grambling State.
Tigers switches up their defense again, and early on they played a little zone press. Now they back to the man press defense. As Boyd slices through, misses the shot though for the Cougars.
Another rebound for Anijah Grant. She has 5 boards in this first half.
Let's see if the Tigers put the ball back in Grant's hand, knowing that she can stretch that defense and help the offense create lanes to the basket.
Bears overthrows it. And that's another one of those turnovers forced by the pressure. Again, self-inflicted for Grambling. If the entry pass isn't on, just find another teammate. You don't need to throw that ball there.
I agree, man, and they're forcing it in to Grant at times when she's not ready or anticipating the basketball. And on the last one there, it was a turnover.
Blair slings it out to Boyd from the corner. This 3. Good hustle back for Boyd. Gets her hand in the passing lane. Then she commits the foul. But that's a hustle foul that I think Coach Huey does not mind one bit.
No, not at all. It shows a lot of effort and desire to get back on defense. Watch this play here as Carter throws it down the court. But here comes Boyd. And also from the backside again, another look at it. You can see Boyd comes in, trying to get the steal, but not giving up on the play despite committing to the foul. As you said, man, Coach Huey will love that effort each and every time, even though his players giving up a foul.
De'Avion Harris back in the game. She's on the ball here. She replaced Grant, and she finishes. 4 points off the bench in just 5 minutes for De'Avion Harris.
Yeah, Harris got the opportunity to get the bounce off the glass and be able to help her with that shot. She tried to force her way into it, a little out of control, but it worked for her in the last one. For Layla Blair, knocking her second three-pointer here in this first half.
There's a steal for Boyd. Boyd goes right to the rim and got the roll.
This defense is unbelievable. Points on turnovers and will put you in a tough position. As we saw Layla Blair knock down the three-pointer, well, right after that three-pointer, Boyd gets the steal and finish strong for the Cougars as Grambling State calls a timeout here to try to regroup against this pressure defense. Watch this replay here. Layla Blair catches the defense sleeping with a quick three-pointer, getting her second three-pointer in this first half. But the steal by Boyd and slices right through the defense with a running shot, finishing strong for the Cougars. Again, the pressure defense, which allow points off turnovers, which is huge for the Cougars. They want to continue to bring this pressure each and every time in the full court look. And Coach Huey has to be excited what he's seeing so far in this first half. His team is putting that pressure on the Tigers and also getting points off turnovers.
Layla Blair loves it. She kind of lulls the defense to sleep. Her eyes are looking elsewhere, and we're at least expecting as she hits a 3.
Yeah, that's the shooter for you, right? Talk to Coach Huey early on in the season. We asked him what he expects from Layla this year, and he realized that she worked on her outside shot, and as you mentioned, Matt, she caught the defense sleeping, knocking down that three-pointer.
Carrying is the call. 22 turnovers for Grambling. Houston has Patterson, Nia Boyd, Layla Blair, Peyton McFarland. Aaliyah Johnson on the court right now. Patterson gets to the free throw line and hits.
And that's her shot right there, Matt. She's a better shooter as she gets closer to the free throw line. She can knock down that shot each and every time. Here's another steal by the Cougars. Bad pass by the Tigers.
Yeah, the home run ball was attempted. It's stolen by McFarland. Johnson offensive rebound and two more. 16 points in the first half from Aaliyah Johnson.
Aaliyah Johnson, again, she's aggressively attacking the basket, not staying around and just looking at the shot. You want to see that each and every time from Miss Johnson. Coach Hewitt has to be able to start putting her in the lineup a little bit more because she's earning the opportunity for her display here in this first half.
Offensive rebound and put back. De'Avion Harris. We saw the lower third graphic. It's a 28-1 edge in points off turnovers in favor of Houston.
Give credit to the defense. The defense is putting the pressure, earning the opportunity to force the turnovers. But then when you get the points off the turnovers, that's huge too. As the Cougars is now looking to get the last shot before halftime. Nice.
Boy, dishing for McFarland. What a half it was for Houston. 59 first half points. 12 steals, forcing 12 Grambling turnovers.
You know, pressure bust pipes, and right now the Cougars put the pressure on the Tigers as they force them to turn over the ball and put points on the board. 59. Can't wait till the second half.
And now down to the court. Abby Christopherson with Coach Hewitt.
Forced 22 turnovers, scored 28 points off those. What do you see in your defense today?
The biggest thing is our effort, our focus, and our energy is where it needs to be, and that's why those results are where it is right now. I'm really very happy with that, but we can't let up.
What are you liking about where your team played in the first half?
Just we're focused, and we're at a level where our messages don't leave any doubt. Don't leave any doubt every single time. We want to make it where fatigue is an issue for them, not us, because we're prepared to go. So that's why we want to go every single time. And I'm really, really proud that they're buying in and being all in on what we're trying to get them to understand.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Abby. And thanks to Coach Huey. Aaliyah Johnson at 16 points, 6 rebounds in just 11 minutes off the bench. She has not missed a shot today. Layla Blair has chipped in 13 points, plus 4 boards. Halftime inside Fertitta Center. A 25-point lead for Houston over Grambling. That's thinking about throwing a shoe, and she will throw a shoe. Anything goes for Shasta inside Fertitta Center. Cougars up 25 at halftime.
Wages isn't just one thing. It's about that early morning hustle and staying up late. It's creating sustainable energy and conserving your own. It's solving the nursing shortage and creating a fentanyl vaccine. It's high tech and low key. It's about making it to the big stage and the big dance. UH is all this and more. This is UH.
Accidents happen in the blink of an eye. But if you think your accident happened fast, wait until you see how quickly the insurance company moves to avoid paying you. You can't afford to wait, and you can't afford to get it wrong. Get the strong arm. Call attorney John Boy and Associates.
No one moves faster or works harder to get you the most money possible. We know what your case is worth, and we won't stop until we recover every dollar you deserve. That's the strong arm.
Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
We started at 12.
We're 11 deep.
This was just a few days ago, and we had the pleasure of talking with Courtney Simmons on Friday morning. The last Power 5 victory, 2018, against Indiana. Second home win against a Power 5 program in school history, and 3 remaining Power 5 matchups on the schedule, including today, Oklahoma and Minnesota to come.
Yeah, Demaya Young knocking down that three-pointer was huge for the Grambling State Tigers game against Arizona State with that victory, but also for the program. We talked about how that can fulfill them to be able to turn this thing around, be super competitive, not just against U of H here in the second half, but also throughout the remaining of the season in the SWAC conference. A lot of teams have been put on notice, especially in the SWAC conference, that Grambling State this year is going to come out to compete as they upset Arizona State at home.
And now down to our courtside reporter, Abby Christopherson.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Simmons coming out of halftime. She said, stop turning the ball over. Simple as that. She said, we can't compete if we continue to do that. Shoot it before you turn it over. It's her philosophy right now. She said it's really hard to do without their starting point guard, but she said they're just going to have to figure it out somehow and turn this game around.
Thank you, Abby. As we set for the third quarter. Coach Huey must be pleased. You talked to Abby at halftime. Very happy with this team's focus and effort in that first half.
Yeah, they had a lot of focus, especially defensively, locking in and putting the pressure on the Grambling State Tigers from the beginning to the end. Offensively, they got off to a slow start, in my personal opinion. Layla Blair carried them for a couple of shots, but then Johnson stepped up big, grabbing the rebounds, attacking the basket, earning the opportunity at the free throw line. She 100% right now, 7 for 7. That really got the Cougars going in the first half as well as their defense.
There we go in the third quarter. It's Boyd, Blair, Patterson, Cam Jones. Jaysira Diawara, the starting five for Coach Huey. Grant finishes off the window. First Tiger in double figures. She has 11 today.
Again, the Tigers want to establish themselves offensively, and they want to give the ball early and often to Grant. They're big. So she wants to be in the high-low position to be able to turn around, have the flexibility to go to the basket.
Nia Boyd, excellent pass inside into Jaysira Diawara. Fourth assist for Boyd today. Deflected and caught there by Cam Jones.
That was a really good counter offensively for the Cougars, even though they gave up the lane for Grant to hit the layup, attacking the defense right back. Here comes Boyd, dropping it off to her big for the layup there for the Cougars. So Cougars, again, matching energy for energy, attacking Tigers defense, despite the Tigers getting that early field goal by Grant.
Boyd to the corner for Patterson.
Nice look.
And two more. 4 points early third quarter for Jaysira Diawara.
Diawara plays bigger than what she looks. I know that she's not big enough in size, but she's flexible and also athletic enough to be able to get down low, get the rebound, or get a pass from her teammate and finish strong around the basket for the Cougars.
Good rebound there for Cam Jones. She hands it off to Boyd, who lost her footing but did not lose the dribble.
Layla stepped out of bounds. It looked like her heel was on the baseline. She received the basketball. Ball back to Grambling State. Anticipate trapping right here, Matt, from the Cougars once the ball gets in bounds. Well, a steal by Layla.
A steal and finish for Layla there after Elijah Grant limped to the bench. She's standing up on the far sideline, collecting her breath. And there's another offensive board and another putback. Diavion Harris.
But you have to understand, this is a lot of pressure coming from the Cougars defense, and you have to be, it's still early in the season, but you got to be in shape. I mean, you have to be physically in shape to be able to compete against the Cougars offensively and defensively throughout the game.
Short on the three from Nia Boyd.
You know, Grant is on the sideline and getting some treatment from the trainer, but she had to catch her breath for a few seconds there because she's been getting a lot of offensive looks for the Grambling State Tigers, and going against this defense right after halftime is a lot. You got to be able to have your second win in the second half.
Casey Chairs, guarded by Boyd. Jordan Carter, defended by Blair. Good help defense from Diawara. Blair gets the steal. Cam Jones missed the 18-footer.
If you're the Tigers right now, you got to attack the paint. You can't rely a lot on the outside shooting. And one right there by McKinney. Right on cue. I felt like the Tigers needed to attack the basket and be aggressive against this defense if they want to get back into this game. Watch McKinney takes the basketball, cuts in the middle, aggressively going against Rhea Patterson, and gets the and one opportunity there with the finish. Another look at it at the replay right here as she goes up. Rhea Patterson reaches in for the foul, and she's pumped up as she gets an opportunity for the and one here at the free throw line.
He converts the three-point play. By Courtney Simmons. Last 10 years as an assistant and recruiting coordinator at Troy University. 3 NCAA tournaments, 5 Sun Belt titles. Inside Logan McNeil. Good hands inside to knock it away by Harris. And it goes back to Houston.
Harris with a quick hand, swiping away the basketball, saving the defense, but right there, looks like the ball coming back to the Cougars here in this series. With the ball underneath the basket, normally the Cougars would try to set something up for Layla Blair in the corner. Let's see if that's going to work for Coach Hughes' offense here with 23 seconds left on the shot clock.
Layla Blair will inbound.
Here she comes around the corner.
McNeil travels.
Again, typically the Cougars set something up for Layla Blair in the corner. They did not go her direction. They went the opposite direction, which now you see why it was a turnover. Missed opportunity with the traveling call. Well, here's the steal.
Blair grabs the loose ball. Grambling is having a very tough time inbounding the ball against the pressure.
I tell you, that pressure will wear you down each and every time. You can fight it off for so long, especially in the first quarter, but now we're in the third quarter. It's starting to wear on the Grambling State Tigers, trying to get the ball in bounds and consistently get it down the court. Watch Layla Blair just try to take a step against McKinney. McKinney reaches in, call for the foul.
Third foul on McKinney. More zone here from Grambling.
Good rotation of the basketball for the Cougars right now in this half-court set.
Patterson finds Anya Jay, who missed the 3. Will stay with Houston. And tipped away from Patterson. She runs it down. Good effort, though, from Jordan Carter of Grambling.
Yeah, Carter was able to get up high enough to get her hands on the basketball and knock it backwards. Here's the steal. Another opportunity for a steal for the for the Tigers as they play in the 2-3 zone against the Cougars in this half-court set.
Houston is not taking it as good of a care of the basketball in this third quarter. 2 turnovers since halftime, 5 in the entire first half. Blair hits with the shot clock at 2.
Layla Blair said, I had enough with this. Let me go ahead and just shoot from the outside, knock down this jumper here. As the Cougars didn't know what they wanted to do, but Layla Blair knew exactly what she wanted to do and knock down the jumper for the Cougars on that last series.
17 points in 20 minutes for Layla Blair, and it's Rhea Patterson called for a foul.
Having that leadership and having a score like Layla Blair is, it's priceless. You got to have someone to be able to take over a game. But we're watching right now, the Grambling State Tigers attacking the basket there. There was 32 in Gardner going against the Cougars defense. But Matt, when you have a person like Layla Blair, the senior leadership, having the ability to be able to create her own shot on the fly, will help you as you enter into conference play later this season for the Cougars.
Tiana Garner to the line. Makes the first transfer from UIW in the Southland Conference. As Coach Simmons told us, Gardner was the Southland Conference Tournament MVP, played for Jeff Dobbs. And Simmons has big-time respect for Jeff Dobbs. Some injuries, though, for number 32 Gardner. Arthritis and a torn meniscus in one knee. A partial tear of the meniscus in the other. Labrum tear in her shoulder. And still playing through the pain, number 32 in yellow for Grambling. Get a protective wrap on her left shoulder.
Yeah, that speaks a lot about her as a person, that's also as an athlete, to be able to fight through the pain despite having multiple injuries and still be competitive for Grambling State. A lot of players wouldn't be able to battle back and fight through that, and she's one of them that can do that for the Grambling State Tigers. But Cam Jones going to the basket there, getting the foul against the Tigers there. Good rebound and try to put back there, but misses the first free throw.
Cam Jones, part of the starting five under Coach Huey. We talked about her physicality, how much she has grown into her body, added muscle from her freshman year. She makes that one. And Coach Huey and the staff, they want Jones to be more active on rebounding. Getting caught watching, as the coaches say.
No coaches want their players to get caught watching. You want to always be moving towards the basket. Cam has done a better job so far this season, especially in the game today, being around the basket, getting rebounds, and being super competitive for the Cougars.
Good contest. Johnson grabs the board. Scramble underneath. Opportunistic there as Boyd tried to save it. And Diavia and Harris with the finish. That's something coaches say, never try to save the ball under your own basket. That's why.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, you try to save it under your own basket, you throw it back in. Unfortunately for the Cougars, he had three Tigers around. Harris was able to get the ball and put it back for the Tigers here before this timeout.
A competitive third quarter. We're at the media timeout. Houston leading 68-45 over Grambling. Rebound pulled in by Mosley. Deep three, left short. Logan McNeil grabs the rebound, had it knocked away by Young. Young with the layup.
Good recovery there for the Tigers. Missed shot opportunity. Jackson reached in, knocked it out of Logan's hand. McNeil's hand, and went right back to her teammate. And Young finishing strong, but here comes the three-pointer there.
Long jab step, followed by the three there from Aaliyah Johnson. Johnson off the bench tonight with 19 points, 7 rebounds. And again, she has not missed. 5 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And Limon, she's made all 7 free throws.
Yeah, she's unconscious right now offensively for the Cougars. Doing her thing inside, outside. She can't miss right now for the Cougars.
Patterson returns for McNeil.
Logan McNeil.
Conversation for Coach Huey for Logan McNeil before she goes to the bench. Inbounded, contested three on it. Jay called on the closeout of Tamaya Young.
Got a player down, grabbing their ankle. Tigers.
Foul call, Cougars number 10, Brittany Gagey. That is her first personal foul.
Athletic trainer out to assess.
Another look at the replay here. She just falls down. I guess she rolls her ankle right before the ball comes down. As bad as it.
Now back to her feet, great to see. Mosley, freshman on the team, out of Tampa, Florida.
You're the Tigers right now. You can't afford to lose any more players. You got, 2 or 3 players out coming into the game. And Mosley going down, that's lineup here, especially your rotation.
And Courtney Simmons missing 4 players today.
Shooting 3 for the Tigers.
5 returnees from last year's team. She says, no one knows my system, what I expect. She says, I love the transfer portal. I transferred from Tulane, went to Trinity Valley, then finished at Louisville. She says, I really understand the junior college kid. It helps me in recruiting. I can relate. We asked her, what is your pitch to recruits? And she said, I don't have a single pitch. I'm genuine. I try to find the person closest to them. Maybe it's mom or grandma or boyfriend or girlfriend. And for Coach Simmons, it's about finding that close person and starting to recruit them. And once they believe in Coach Simmons' vision, then the student athlete may believe in, they might sign. Nice. From Nia Boyd, she has 11 points today.
Yeah, Nia's doing her thing, being the point guard, leading this team as a floor general, but also with the shooting touch from outside.
Cam Jones steals the inbounds pass and scores. Anya J knocks it away.
Again, the Tigers are still struggling getting the ball in bounds against this pressure defense.
Houston has forced 27 Tiger turnovers.
Starting to see some of the frustration on the player's face as they are getting frustrated trying to get the ball in bounds. And Grant said, I'll do it. Steps out of bounds for the Tigers and got it in to Young.
Maya Young. Nearly a steal there for Nia Boyd. Courtney Simmons coaching her team following the win over ASU on Thursday. Carter. Gordon Carter. Boyd gets another hand on a ball in the passing lane. Good passing here from Grambling leads to an open three for Young, and Boyd grabs another rebound for Houston. Anya J open three.
Well, you can't get any better than that. You get the push down the court by Boyd, and a wide open three-pointer shot there by Anya J. Excellent opportunity, excellent execution there for the Cougars offensively and transitional play. Coach Ewing has to like what he's saying from his seat right now.
Houston's made its last 5 shots from the field. 7-0 run for the Cougars leads to a timeout. Houston up by 32.
She's definitely going to get the belt after this game. Because she is her. I guess that's what they're saying now.
She is her.
She is her.
22 points in 15 minutes plus 7 rebounds from Malia Johnson, the transfer from Pitt. Boyd called for the foul. Did not like the call. We can hear her displeasure just a few feet away.
He's like, what? She thought Grant just fell on her own. Wasn't pushed, but the officials called a pushing foul against Boyd.
Boyd's replaced by Kira Merchant. Appreciative clap and handshake from Coach Huey after the tenacity of his senior transfer from UTEP, Nia Boyd. Houston now shooting 52.5% from the field, 35% from deep, 77% from the free throw line. Anijah Grant with a step back. And a loose ball foul. The motor keeps revving for Brendan McKinney, and she earns a foul against 2 Cougars there trying to box her out. That was Logan McNeil and Kira Merchant.
Yeah, I believe, with McKinney coming in strong, it just felt like she was trying to be boxed out and not get the rebound. The officials thought that Cougars, I want to say it was against McKinney that they called. McNeil that they called that foul against. I thought it was, see here, it's actually Cam Jones.
Second foul, or third foul on Jones. McKinney makes both.
Number 11, Jason Thompson.
Alicia Thompson enters for the first time today. Some confusion on who she came in for. It's Cam Jones. Leah Johnson asked for me, and Coach Huey said, no, you haven't missed a shot today.
No, we want to keep you in. Keep you in and take Cam out.
Timeout call before the 5-second call. Coach Huey has not used a timeout today. He uses it here before the 5-second count. Houston has scored nearly 30 points in every quarter. 30 in the first, 29 in the second, 24 in the third. Been a very efficient offensive team, shooting over 50% from the field.
It has been very impressive so far throughout this game. The first 3 quarters, Houston is ranked in the top 3 nationally, but also first in the Big 12 Conference for points per game, averaging 102 per game so far early in the season. They're on pace to try to get close to 102 so far. They're putting up 29 plus points per game. Per quarter in this game here has been impressive.
Line open for the Cougars.
Aaliyah Johnson to inbound.
Home run.
Out to Merchant. Good body control for the layup.
That's that poise coach was talking about. Being able to get the basketball and knowing how to maneuver and use your body. Only a freshman out of Spring, Texas, Merchant, able to get that home run play and finish strong for the Cougars.
Lobbed inside. Great entry pass there and a finish from Grant to Maya Young. Perfect delivery for Anijah Grant.
Yeah, Grant was she was being front-sided there defensively with no back help. And Young was able to throw it up high enough to be able to feed the ball into Grant. And Grant finished strong for the Grambling State Tigers. Nice connection there. You can see the chemistry building from Young and Grant early on in this season. They're going to need that as they go into the SWAC conference play later this season as well.
Merchant for Logan McNeil. Missed it. That was fouled.
Now call on the Tigers, number 15, Anijah Grant. He's earned his second personal foul. Team fourth. On the line to shoot 2 for the Cougars, number 33.
Watch this replay here as Merchant penetrates the defense, drops it down to McNeil. McNeil gets good look at the basketball, couldn't finish.
Second year for McNeil after transferring from LSU. Originally recruited by Coach Huey before she chose LSU. Tore her ACL second week of practice at LSU.
Second chance opportunity here for the Cougars, I thought.
Another make from Johnson, 24 points.
Again, she is her, and her is Malia Johnson. Johnson going with a high percentage shot, refuses to shoot the 3, but then decides to go to the basket and finish strong for the Cougars. Outstanding performance from Ms. Johnson with 24 points here in the third quarter.
McNeil called for the foul. Johnson has made all 7 shots from the field, including 3 of 3 from beyond the 3-point line. She's also 7 of 7 from the free throw line. 14 shots attempted today. She's made all 14.
Watch this replay here. Johnson get it. I thought she goes for the 3-pointer. No, she goes for the pump fake. Gets some momentum and the courage to go to the basket with the shot off the glass there for the Cougars. Can't draw up a better performance. And, if you would have asked her before the game, will you go 100% from everywhere on the floor, she probably would have told you no. Well, she's putting up a really good performance here in the third quarter, and Coach Huey has to love her effort throughout this game.
Offensive rebound there and a putback for Anijah Grant.
Cougars is struggling right now to get the ball in bounds. Good job there by the Tigers.
Get up, baby, get up, baby, get up, get up, get up.
Kenny gets a steal right here as the Cougars struggle to get it in. Hits the floor pretty hard. He's shaking up, but that was a good effort there by McKinney. Watch this here. Gets the ball from McNeil. Turns around, falls hard to the floor.
Anya J and Merchant go to the bench. Layla Blair and Bria Patterson return for Houston. Houston's made its last 8 shots from the field, Lemont. They're shooting 71% from the field in this third quarter.
And just add the stats on. I mean, right now the Cougars are rolling offensively, and it showed in this third quarter, led by Miss Johnson there, being 100% from the three-point line, free throw line, as well as from the field.
And he misses both. Here comes Patterson for Houston. Blair's fouls. 4th foul on McKinney.
Checking up the game for the Tigers, number 4,
McKinney to the bench, replaced by Jasmine Jackson.
Again, Layla, as a senior, knows how to pick and choose her spots and how to aggressively or pull back against the defense. And just, watching her be able to handle the basketball and be able to attack the defense, to be able to draw the fouls, that comes with experience. You don't see that a lot in a lot of players, but with her having experience and being a top scorer for the Cougars for the last 2 seasons, she knows how to attack the defense.
Blair makes both. Layla Blair, 19 points today. A short trip to the court, goes back to the bench, and Anya J returns. Back to Maya Young. Offensive foul. Johnson continues her all-around performance, drawing that charge on Young.
Guess who? Malia Johnson giving up her body, getting to the spot first. Watch this replay here as Johnson cuts in, gets to the spot, sacrifices her body for the offensive foul. Man, she's going to win the Offensive Player Award and the Defensive Player Award for the Cougars today.
Give her all 3 belts.
Yeah.
Anya J wrestles out of a double team, finds Boyd. Mid-range for Boyd.
Really good performance for Boyd as well from the outside. I mean, we know that she can handle the basketball and operate as a floor general for the Cougars, but I'm very impressed on her outside shooting throughout these first 3 quarters.
13.6 assists in only 22 minutes for Nia Boyd of Houston. Houston's made their last 9 shots from the field. 5 seconds left in the third. Tamaya Young hits the 3. $13 points for Young. And Houston, its best quarter yet offensively. They score 32 points here in the third.
Impressive third quarter there for the Cougars all the way around. You got to give credit to Boyd. You got to give credit to Layla Blair. But also, you cannot forget Miss 100% right now, and that's Malia Johnson. She did an outstanding job in that third quarter as well.
Live country, turnovers forced at number 2 as well, and turnover margin number 2 for the Houston Cougars.
I mean, they're in top 3 for a reason, in all of those categories. You got an impressive performance in the third quarter for multiple players. Let's see how they do here in the fourth quarter. They're going to continue to put the pressure on defensively. Most likely they are, if they Coach Hewitt.
Give another assist for Malia Johnson in her career record-setting performance. 4 assists for Johnson. Patterson now has 9 points. 3-pointer off the mark for Jasmine Jackson. Johnson, her first miss today. Bria Patterson grabs the offensive board.
Man, I wanted to see her stay consistent and not miss a shot, but you knew eventually she will miss one. Going for her 3-pointer there. I just felt like she rushed that shot, didn't get her feet set. But that doesn't diminish what she's been doing throughout this game for the Cougars.
She made her first 14 shots, 7 from the field, 7 from the line before that miss. First miss for the Cougars in a long time. They made their last 9 shots to end the third quarter. Turnover. It's that entry pass that just is needless. If you're not set, you don't need to throw it. We've seen a few times here from Grambling today where They force it, and it leads to a turnover.
Yeah, it just seems like they're trying to get the ball down low to their bigs and also trying to get it in the paint. And unfortunately, at times, they don't have a good look, and it leads to turnovers for the Tigers here on the road. Good pressure defense right now by the Tigers in the zone defense. Kind of confusing the Cougars a little bit.
Cam Jones missed the shot. It's Lady Tiger basketball.
Off the backside trap.
Jones forces the tie-up.
If you're the Tigers throughout the first 4 quarters, you have to understand that backside trap will come from the Cougars. You're bringing the ball down the court. You got to pay attention to that. You can't get tied up like we just saw there for Chairs coming down the court, handling the basketball.
Chairs to inbound. Into Jordan Carter. McKinney has 4 fouls. She's on the floor. Demaya Young also on the floor with 4. A steal there for Boyd. Good sprint back by Demaya Young to knock it away.
And Demaya Young didn't give up on that play, hustling back defensively, getting her hand on the basketball, knocking it out, saving her defense.
Johnson missed that one. Loose ball stays with Houston after a near rebound for Brendan McKinney.
The back-to-back misses there by Johnson. She's kind of cooled off a little bit. Unconscious in the first 3 quarters of the Cougars.
Houston has 20 steals, 5 for Cam Jones, 4 for Layla Blair, 3 for Nia Boyd.
Good look. That's a really good look.
Farland fouled by Harris.
Good rotation of the basketball. Good feed down low by Johnson to McFarland. McFarland had the position against the defender Harris. Was able to get the ball right in the sweet spot to go up to the basket and draw the foul.
Johnson goes to the bench. Peyton McFarland to the line out of Boise High School in Idaho. Began her career at Utah. She's now in her first season at Houston. McFarland makes both. She has 6 points this afternoon.
Got a sweet shot there from the free throw line. I like her rotation as she spins the ball, knocking down those 2 free throws for the Cougars.
Houston has made 17 free throws today, shooting 74% from the line. Carter with McKinney. Tried the backdoor cut. Asia Thompson knocked it away.
Off the backdoor cut.
McKinney was fouled.
I'll tell you one thing, McKinney, she's relentless. She doesn't give up on a play. She's not intimidated to go against anybody in that. She was going against McFarland. She got that basketball from inbound from the outside there. It was also just squared up and just took it right at McFarland. Watch this replay here. McKinney just drives in, forces her way in, spins away, and just goes up and draws the foul against McFarland. Hits the first free throw for the Tigers.
A tough upbringing for Brendan McKinney, but Coach Simmons told us she's never succumbed to the environment around her. She's battled through it. Went to Chipola, now she's at Grambling, and she has fought every minute she's been on the court today.
And you can see that she's a tough player, man, and just on both sides of the court, she can bring it to you defensively, but offensively, she's not afraid to go against your big.
Last touch by Grambling. Inbounds play coming for Houston with Karen Merchant to throw it in. Out to Asia Thompson. Nia Boyd. Good pass for Merchant, who missed the layup.
A really good look late at the last minute by Boyd to drop it off to the freshman and Merchant. Merchant, you got to finish that if you're the Cougars.
Long three is missed. Reaching foul underneath.
The Cougars number 42, Hayden McFarland.
Another offensive rebound picked up by McKinney. She has 7 boards today to go with 10 minutes. Or to go with 10 points. She's only played 14 minutes, but it feels like a lot more with all the impact she's had.
Very impactful player for the Tigers. And she gets the ball again from inbounds in the one-on-one opportunity here against the Cougars defense. You can't stop dribbling the basketball if you're McKinney, though. You got to be able to pass it off.
McKinney had 2 fouls in the first quarter, limiting her time in this game. Here comes Nia Boyd. Missed it off the free throw line. Another foul. That's another rebound for McKinney. Her last 3 rebounds have led to 3 Houston fouls.
Coach just wanted an explanation. Coach Hugh is asking for an explanation. He thought she had her hands on the ball. Thought it was a jump ball opportunity, but it wasn't.
Maya Young to inbound. Deflected and stolen by Asia Thompson. A little too long off the window. Ondiche knocked it away. Loose ball. Asia Thompson smiling as she went for it. Good effort from both Asia Thompson and Demaya Young of Grambling.
That's one thing about the Cougars that we've seen throughout this game, man, is that they're not afraid to give up their body, get on the floor, and get dirty. That goes from the starters to players coming off the bench. You can see that's been well coached over the all season as well as in training camp by Coach Huey. To give up your body and be competitive and just do it and go all out defensively.
Jasmine Jackson starts the offense for Grambling. Houston up 35 here in the 4th. Kick out to the corner for Demaya Young. Ondiche grabs the rebound. Asia Thompson. Brandon McKinney, full head of steam. Good hands from Cam Jones in the passing lane.
Did he call the foul against Thompson on that? McKinney.
Not clear. It seemed like it might have been on McKinney as she went for the loose ball. Maybe it's for Thompson for crashing into McKinney.
Checking into the game for the Cougars.
It is on Thompson. Her second. Ondiche gets the break. And Amari Khan enters for her first minutes today. Transfer from Little Rock. Originally from Kansas City, Amari Khan, number 32 in the Scarlet and White of Houston. McKinney makes the first.
Think about McKinney. She's hustling on both sides of the court here in this 4th quarter.
Amazing motor for McKinney. She just keeps on going, play after play. Goes to the bench with her 4 fouls. McKinney 11 points and 9 rebounds today. With that 12 points, 9 rebounds for McKinney in just 16 minutes. Merchant, Cam Jones, McFarland, Amari Khan, and Asia Thompson on the floor for Houston. Merchant, great pass. McFarland had her shot contested, gets her own miss, and scores.
Good penetration, good look there by the true freshman and Merchant. Dropped it off to the teammate, and a second chance opportunity offensive for the Cougars, the putback.
McFarland has 8 points.
That should have been a foul.
And it was a foul.
Personal foul on the Tigers, number 32, Tara Gardner. It's her first personal foul. Team's second.
Deanna Gardner called for the foul, the transfer from UIW. Merchant in the front court. Maricon. Into McFarland. Good post play plus the foul.
Good move there by McFarland. You see coaches and everybody's up cheering for her because she went with the up and under move. Got the ball in a really good location for her to make a move towards the basket. Spun right, and end up going left. Watch the replay here. Gets it, dribbles, spins back to the outside, and finishes strong for the Cougars as she's pumped up. Put the foul and threw it down and get a chance for the and one opportunity.
Points in 13 minutes from McFarland. Here's Grant. Three-pointer. Missed there by Chairs of Grambling.
Good steal, good steal.
Jackson steals it from Kahn. Kahn grabs the miss from Jackson. Now Merchant under 5 minutes left. Houston has hit the century mark once again, leading 100-62. Houston scored 99 opening night against Air Force, 106 against Sam Houston on Tuesday, 100 and counting here today against Grambling.
Good block.
McFarland with the block there against Gardner.
Back-to-back block. So.
Gardner sticks with it. We see the protective wrap. Arthritis in one knee, a partial tear in the other. Labrum injury and still fighting. You love to see the effort for number 32, Deanna Gardner.
Yeah, she's playing with a lot of heart despite a lot of injuries she's battling through right now. McFarland was all over with back-to-back blocks, but she was staying home to finish strong there for the Tigers. Missed opportunity for Cam Jones, though.
Casey Chairs, fifth-year senior transfer. Our fourth year at Grambling. From New Orleans. Jasmine Jackson. This is the three. Tough rebound from Grant and put back. 17 points from Anaja Grant today. Coach Shuey's going to call time. Some coaching there from Coach Huey for Kiara Merchant. And a nice spell here to start the fourth quarter from Grambling.
Okay.
They're getting their points. They're getting a lot of turnovers, and they're not turning the ball over too much. And 15 turnovers today. There's one on cue.
Yeah.
16 turnovers now, 11 in this half, but only 5 first-half turnovers for Coach Huey and the Cougars.
Yeah, I was going to say right on cue. As soon as you said no turnovers, Cam Jones turns the ball over. But again, you're right, Matt. Really good effort, performance overall as a team for the Cougars. Came out strong defensively, which helped their offense get going. Malia Johnson did an excellent job coming off the bench, bringing that much-needed energy offensively. Until she got to the fourth quarter, she missed her first shot. She was unconscious offensively for the Cougars.
Cam Jones hits the three. Might be a new part of her game, not known for her three-point shooting. Thrown out to midcourt.
I was going to say that, Matt. She typically don't shoot three-pointers a lot for the Cougars. But she's feeling it. So I guess you can pull the trigger if you got the feeling for it.
A foul there on Connor Thompson. Pushing Jasmine Jackson before she kicked it out to the corner. Houston's made 9 threes today. Foul on Amari Khan. Cam Jones, that was their first made three-pointer of the season. And the first of her career. I mean, this This young lady had attempted 4 threes in her 4 seasons at Houston. To be working on that in practice, we'll have to ask Coach Huey in our next conversation.
You said she worked on her body, adding more muscle to her frame. Well, include shooting 3-pointers as well. She's probably worked on that in the offseason and has the confidence now to be able to pull the trigger in games.
For Cam Jones, her first made 3 comes in her 78th collegiate basketball game. A long time coming for Cam Jones. Reach and foul there on Jasmine Jackson. Her second.
2 points.
Asia Thompson to inbound.
Oh, bad pass there.
Too high for Logan McNeil. Turnover Houston. Jasmine Jackson. Shares from the corner.
Good pressure defense right now by the Cougars in the half-court set.
Nice finish off the window there. Tiana Gardner, the transfer from UIW. And as Coach Simmons told us, Gardner played for Jeff Dobbs. Huge respect for Simmons for Dobbs. Love to get one of his players to Grambling. Thrown out. Nice outlet pass for Jackson, but a chase down block there from Kiera Merchant.
Guess who? The true freshman and Merchant not giving up on the play. You gotta love the effort with the black side block. And also Thompson finishing strong here for the Cougars.
Great athleticism there from Merchant on that chase down. That was impressive.
You don't see that quite often from a freshman not giving up on the play. She didn't give up on it. Showed a lot of effort there with the block. And also allowed Thompson to come back down for the finish there for the Cougars. This is a great way to seal this win here at home. As one of the better starts for the Cougars this season so far.
And one opportunity coming for Jasmine Jackson. As we look back at this chase down, look at the distance covered.
Yeah, great effort, great energy there by Merchant, not giving up on the play, using that long arms to be able to recover defensively with the block against Jackson.
Jasmine Jackson to Braswell High School, east of Denton, northwest of Frisco, in the town of Aubrey, Texas. 29 games last year, in her second season at Grambling. And a good joke from Courtney Simmons. She said she was the 6th man of the year last year. She played 6 minutes a game. I was a bit perplexed. Why did they give her the award? They really wanted her to come back, so they gave her the award. And I think there was mixed feelings for Courtney Simmons, almost like a participation trophy to entice her to stay out of the transfer portal.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to keep your players. You know, the transfer portal is a competitive place, and you don't want your players to enter the portal, so you got to give them an award or something to keep them committed to the program.
And Courtney Simmons said Jasmine Jackson's expectations were so low. She only wanted 15 minutes a game or so. And Coach Simmons told Jasmine Jackson at Grambling, you're going to be a star, but your mindset has to change. And that mindset changed on Thursday night when she made all 5 of her threes against Arizona State in the 3-point win. And Coach Huey and his team has to be pleased. A total rebounds, +5 for Grambling. That's the area to nitpick with this Houston team as they are set to start 3-0. As we look back at a career-high performance from Aaliyah Johnson, previous high was 20 points while at Pitt. She scores 24 points today. She made her first 14 shots, 7 of 7 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line before her first miss, and the motor was running all day.
Yeah, she started off with a great energy and effort early on in the first quarter, attacking the basket like we see in this replay here, grabbing the ball and putting it back in for the Cougars. Then she started knocking down the outside tray ball as well for the Cougars in the first half, transitioning into the second half. She was unconscious now with 24 points, a new career high for Miss Johnson here for the Houston Cougars.
Her previous career high 20 points against Bryant with Pitt in November of 2022. And all of that in just 19 minutes. Nobody has played more than 26 minutes for Coach Huey today. So all these numbers done in a very efficient manner. Up and under finish, nicely done there by Tiana Gardner. 8 points for Gardner today, and Houston will walk it out in the last possession. 106 points for the Cougars, back-to-back games with 100 or more for the third time in program history. Malia Johnson had 24 points. Layla Blair had 19. Cam Jones hits her first collegiate three and chips in with 10 points. And Houston starts 3-0.
Yeah, it's the same thing for the Houston Cougars. Great start there for Coach Huey, and going 3-0. But the Houston pressure defense forced a lot of turnovers, points off turnovers. The Cougars were able to get 43 points off turnovers, which really helped their offense.